Join me as I do a Bible journal entry to welcome in the spring season. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I want to do a Bible journal entry to kind of welcome in the spring season. I love the spring. It always feels like a time of renewal and new beginnings, and that always reminds me of promises in the Bible. So today I'm going to be journaling in Isaiah 43, specifically verse 43:19, where it says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." I have gathered a few different materials. We're going to be doing some mixed media today, so I hope you enjoy it. As always, I will link everything that I use down in the description box below. Otherwise, I'm going to put you all on fast forward. Let's go. Spring is such a beautiful time of renewal and growth and starting fresh. And that is something that I am feeling deep to my core this spring. We are in the midst of getting our house ready to put on the market. So we are physically renewing our space with fresh paint and carpet. And I think we always feel that urge as the sun starts to come out and we open up the windows just to refresh our lives. And of course, the selling of our house also coincides with this big renewal, this big change, something new that God is doing in our lives. And I think that spending some time reflecting on that and being grateful for that, even when it feels hard, is really important, and something to take time to purposefully do and reflect on. Sometimes renewal is beautiful and breathtaking, and sometimes it is extremely hard, and it feels a lot more like pruning instead of a fresh start. And so I think it can be easy to get lost in the difficulty of a particular season and forget that God is always doing something new and that his plan is always in motion. So this may be a season where you are reflecting on renewal. For me, it's a season where I want to be thankful and I want to open my eyes to what God is doing, even in the difficult moments. All right, so in the background for this particular entry, I wanted to play with this beautiful stencil. I saw it as kind of layered tiles, and they're all in different shades of green for the beautiful greenery that is starting to pop up outside. I wanted to bring it in and almost give the image of a garden or a garden trellis. And I wanted to bring in the green, and then I decided, you know what, let's frame it in even more with a blending brush. I'm coming through and adding a little bit more green to the side in a fourth green. This one actually has a little bit more blue in it because I know I want to bring in just a little bit of a cooler color as well. So this is all for the background. I love using distress oxides in my Bible. I get the question all the time, do these bleed through? Yes, they do. They will shadow depending on the darkness of the color that you are choosing. If that bothers you, you can always use gesso to prep the page in advance to keep it from going through. All right, I am featuring a beautiful girl from Beloved Society. You can find lots of Beloved Society girls over on the Illustrated Faith Print and Pray shop, mixing that with another frame that I had in my shop with the beautiful green foliage. And now I'm going to play with some texture paste. Texture paste is exactly what it sounds like. It's like the consistency of a toothpaste, and you can mix in all different colors. I actually use distress ink. You can mix in watercolor, any kind of wet medium will mix in really nicely. You can use acrylic paint, whatever you want. You mix it in really well with a little spatula knife like you see here, and then I'm actually going to work it through with a stencil or through a stencil to add in some greenery. I love using texture paste in my Bible because it does add a hint of dimension. I like, for lack of a better word, I like the texture that it brings to the page, and how you can make a beautiful defined stencil shape using this paste, but it doesn't add a ton of bulk. Yes, it's raised up ever so slightly, but it's not a ton, so it's not going to make my Bible too thick and too much. But it just adds a different dimension to the page. Also, the texture paste is going to be really flat looking. And that in contrast to the beautiful smooth paper that I print on for the Beloved Society Girl, I just like the different finishes that it provides. And for a mixed media look, for the messiness of Renewal, this felt really on point. Like I said before, sometimes Renewal can be really beautiful. A lot of times it can feel very messy and very difficult. And so I liked bringing mixed media into this particular layout because I really thought it represented that messiness of it. And in fact, I came along with the spatula right at the end just to smear some of the texture paste to make it look even messier. So we're going to let that dry. I'm going to bring in some alpha stickers. The title of this page is going to be Renewal. I opted to go with pink for the alpha stickers just because I thought it brought in the little bit of pink that is in my girl's hair, and then also the little bit of pink floral that is peeping out from this frame. So we're bringing in just that little floral color here. I have to bring these in with tweezers because it was really tricky to get it to lay down over top of the texture paste, but in the end it all fits really nicely. Now, I've been asked recently, what's the point of Bible journaling if you are also doing a faith planner? Well, this connects creativity in a different way. My faith planner is where I take notes. It's often where I pray, but I do the decorating in that ahead of time. The decorating in the faith planner is not a reflection of what I am reading. It's more just something that brings me joy when I pop open the faith planner. The creativity and the artwork and the illustrations that I do in my Bible journaling, that's more of a reflection of what I'm reading. Maybe not literally, but it definitely has a emotional connection to the things I'm reading. So as I'm taking the time to reflect on all of these new starts and all of these changes that are happening, it was important to me to come back and see what God was doing. And that's what I really wanted to open my eyes to. It can feel hard, but I wanted God to kind of open my eyes to see that the changes that are happening are going to be good and that it is His plan in motion. So I'm going to take a moment and bracket off the verse that I wanted to focus on, and then write in this moment, it wasn't necessarily a prayer, but more of a reminder for myself where I wrote, "See the joy in the new. God's at work in me." And that is going to be it for this Bible journaling page. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I sincerely hope that this video inspired you to look at spring in a new way and perhaps to take some time to reflect on it in your Bible journal. As always, I will link the supplies that I use down in the description box below. Thank you so much in advance for shopping those affiliate links. I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon community. We have a great time on Patreon with exclusive content and special challenges throughout the year. If you would like to join us, you can find out more at patreon.com/ScrappyWife. All right. I hope that all of you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.